So we heard a lot about what the bill doesn't do. Let's talk about what the bill does do. The bill focuses on levying the power of the state to advance a homophobic agenda. So while my colleague talked about how it won't prevent you from putting makeup on your face with your son, or it won't prevent you from dressing up, what it will do is it will make it harder for those establishments to provide a venue for you to enjoy the things and the performances that you claim to love, that you claim not to be affected. Right now, so looking at the staff analysis that we were provided for this bill in Commerce for the House Companion Bill, at that time, we had recent news stories of at least 3 businesses with their liquor licenses in the state currently being administratively charged by DBPR with violating public nuisance, lewd activity, and disorderly conduct laws. And I highlight those because while the bill text may not make plain what it's designed to do, we know what it's designed to do. All of those cases are still pending. And in each of those cases, whether they're from Miami-Dade or wherever in Florida, this is because they didn't have enough of a legal thing to hang their hat on. So we need to come up with this legislation for them to continue bully businesses by revoking their licenses and doing all kinds of things to eliminate the spaces within which these people who are also Floridians, also worthy of respect, also deserving of being able to express themselves artistically or otherwise, it's eliminating those venues. That's what this bill does. Parents, not parents, it's irrelevant because they don't care what the parents actually think. And they're not focusing on you. They're focusing on the business. So it's targeting the businesses. In Miami-Dade County, the Hyatt lost its liquor license in this roundup. Let that sink in. So I rise as a member of the Miami-Dade delegation to also point out, and putting on my legal hat, that another thing that was done with this legislation is that we are changing the legal standards of what constitutes lewd and lascivious behavior in analyzing the impact on the First Amendment. This is a First Amendment issue, and when analyzing this from time immemorial, it is well settled law that you look at the mores of that local community. This bill changes it from that analysis of that local community and makes you focus on a statewide standard. Why, pray tell, do you think the bill sponsor would require that? Because if we were looking at a local standard, half the stuff, most of the stuff would probably fail because our local communities get it. And there was a time where members of the other party used to be arguing for a local rule, but I guess that shifts and changes depending on who's in charge. Are we in charge? We want it to be at this level. Are we in charge? We want it to be at that level. I'm just asking for some intellectual consistency, some legal honesty, and just
time is expired. Please wrap up your debate.
Mr. Speaker, at the end of the day, we can say whatever we want to say and hide about protecting kids, but this is about punishing businesses that dare ally themselves with a vulnerable community that's on the hit list.